Lunatic Radio starts now.
Hello, everybody. Lunatic Radio Shizzo on a Sunday schmooze. What up? I'm Kieran S. Rock over there in the beautiful state of New York.
The Metropolitans.
The Metropolitans. The beautiful state of New York, which 45% of New York City last night was in a blackout. And that, no way is that racist.
Don't be racist. Come on, we're just starting.
No way was that racist. I see that.
You wanted electricity last night in parts of Manhattan last night. You lose.
Lose. No electricity. It was very gloomy. I actually was watching a little bit of the CNN breaking news live coverage, and they had the aerial shot of Manhattan, and parts of it were, dark, and other parts weren't. And it was very like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck for
I was living between the local broadcast and CNN seemed pretty into it, in terms of
got nothing.
Being on it and interested in, I don't know, finding out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, they got nothing going on there, Rock. It's Friday night, Saturday night. It's a blackout, so fuck it, we'll report on that. Other than that, I'm gonna do Bagel Boss news for the next half hour. CNN wanted to roll with the blackout.
Is that what what's his name at CNN is talking about now? Is it Wolf Blitzer? Does he have like Bagel Boss updates? Is that going on in the Situation Room?
I hope so. Live via satellite from Bayshore, Long Island. It's the Bagel Boss.
Is that the moment Wolf Blitzer jumps through a window when he starts doing Bagel Boss updates? He's just like, and my career's over.
Let's go live now to Bayshore, Long Island. Bagel Boss. Yeah, Wolf Blitzer. I feel bad for him. Here's the blackout news.
Burning bright again, but last night a substation failure plunged parts of the city into darkness. Exactly why is still not known. Here's Chris Van Cleve.
A hot, humid summer Saturday night New York City got real dark for tens of thousands of people.
That's racist right there. Got real dark.
When a substation failed, leaving parts of Manhattan without power for about 5 hours. Packed subway trains were stuck with no power in the stations. Times Square went dark.
J-Lo's concert was interrupted at Madison Square Garden there, Rock.
Yeah, they were in like the third song, and
yeah,
all of a sudden it just went black.
She was, she was about 4 minutes away from doing ass gaping live on stage in the fucking...
I don't know if that's part of the show.
I think so. According to A-Rod's fucking stories on Instagram, she's a big ass gaper.
Wow.
I don't know.
Breaking news.
I don't know that for fact, but A-Rod lies a lot. He's lied about taking steroids, so.
Right.
Even here at CBS News.
What?
He wasn't clean?
No, not clean at all.
Lights.
Police officers and regular New Yorkers pitched in to keep traffic moving. And this stunning photo from across the river, half of the iconic New York skyline blacked out.
There it is, Rock. It's the bad part, too. It's not like the... Oh, wait, that's racist, what I'm saying.
So it was intentional.
If the lights go out down by, the Freedom Tower, no big deal. Lights go out up towards Central Park and north. Not good. Not good, Rock. It's unsafe to go up there when the lights are on.
Wow. That's changing.
When? What, when a bomb goes off in that place? I know it'll change.
Put an Applebee's up around there.
Yeah, so the lights went out. Ben Sparks.
That must have been kind of weird, though. It kind of... A lot of Broadway had to cancel their shows.
Good.
Obviously restaurants weren't open.
Is theater still a thing? Like, who gives a shit? The lights should go out on Broadway.
I love when Cultural Kieran shows up to the conversation.
Yeah, fucking Christ almighty.
What do you mean? It's a huge thing.
Like Billy Joel said in the Great Miami 2017, the lights should go out on Broadway, Rock.
Maybe he's referring to a blackout. Maybe there's going to be a blackout.
Yeah, maybe that was what happened last night in New York City is what Billy Joel was singing about way back in that in the day with that song.
Maybe he was just upset because he never got like a starring role on a Broadway show. So
who wants one? Who wants to do a matinee? And then people. Fuck Christ, I don't want to do that. I went to a Broadway show where I was sitting on the stage, and I was like, "Please get me out of here."
Why would you?
Just bored. Yeah.
Are you sure you just weren't watching like a high school play or something like that?
I was actually. I've told you this. I was watching the people in the actual audience sleeping. Just picking them out. They're starting to sleep.
Do you remember the show?
Yeah, it's called Copenhagen. You think I would enjoy it because it's about dip. The whole thing was about dip. It's people dipping and spitting. It wasn't about dipping, but it was called Copenhagen, and there was actually some famous actors in it. And I was on stage, like the actors were here, and I was sitting above them, in like a skybox.
Wow.
But the skybox was actually part of the set they had on the stage. Like,
so you were kind of part of the show?
Yeah, like the audience was watching me watch the actors.
This was not on Broadway.
It was on Broadway. I shit you not.
This is a Dowling. Was this like the last year, like someone put on for their senior project?
Right, and I got real bombed the night before, so I went to fucking class thinking I'm on Broadway. All fucking hallucinations and shit. No, it was actually Broadway. I was there. I went in. I was like, holy shit. Took my.
Well, you clearly went to the wrong show, Kieran, because there's a lot of amazing. It's like a movie, but real time and live.
I don't care.
You don't care. All right.
You ever see those like
musicals? Don't you want to go see Mary Poppins?
No, a musical. I would rather fucking take a mallet to my goons to watch a musical. I went to see one at Stony Brook University.
Oh boy,
in Long Island. It was like a Mehmet or Mehmet, one of those plays. It was written by Mehmet.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Some famous guy wrote this thing, right?
Okay.
And what the actors had to do was they sang. They didn't like do theatrical fucking dance to the fucking script, but they sang each line. You know, it wasn't like it was a musical, but not like a musical. It was just them singing the line like, "Hey, rocker on the show," and then you're like, "Oh, I don't want to be here." It was that for 2 hours. Like, why is that art? Why is that anything? That's annoying.
I was just about to suggest we should do a show like that.
Taking a break, never coming back.
Career over.
Yeah. 18 years doing radio and no one noticed me.
Let me sing a song about my sadness.
Fuck yeah, gonna go masturbate again and forget about my life for 10 minutes.
Where's my sock? Where's my sock? Where's my sock?
Where's my
sock?
I found my cock. Where's my sock?
See, we can do this.
I'm trying to find theatrical music. Hold on. Let's see if we can do it. Wait. Do we need theatrical music? Theatrical music. Can't spell. 2 hours of epic music mix.
Whoa.
Here we go. Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward a little bit. No, that's not that wouldn't be good for our show. I don't know.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. So why we getting back to the point? I mean, lights go out on Broadway. Not a big deal to me. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care about Miss Saigon. How many times we have to fucking play that one over and over again? Who cares about fucking what is Les Mis or Fuck Off?
That's the name of the show.
I believe that is.
I'll check the playbill on that because I'm not sure.
Yeah. What's the other one about?
Oklahoma's back. Come on, that's been a big deal. Oklahoma.
The state sucks. Why would I go watch the fucking play?
Wow. Aladdin's on Broadway.
Fuck that cunt.
The New York Times should really hire you to do their Sunday reviews of Broadway shows.
Here's the review of fucking Aladdin. Fuck that cunt. There you go. Cool teacher in the chat room. What up? Yeah. So fuck it. You know. What
I think it's not so much the fact that there was a blackout because it was only 5 hours, but why it happened and why till now. It's now been over 24 hours. Why hasn't there been a solid resolution as to what has happened? So That's been more of the thing because there's supposed to be all these safes and things set in place so that if there is a disruption, other systems will kick in to kind of cover it. Because when you're dealing with Manhattan, when there's a blackout, you're talking about a major artery of everything, business, communication, just social integrations in Manhattan. You're talking millions and millions of people that are affected. And a thing that a lot of people may not understand, when they said that there was 42,000 customers, that's not 42,000 people. A building is one customer. So a building could house hundreds and hundreds of people. So you're talking 42,000 customers. I mean, that could have been easily be a million. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, isn't there like 8 million people that live on the island of Manhattan?
Yeah. So 42,000 customers. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of people.
It's 8 million people living on a 13-mile long, 2.5 mile wide island. That's a lot of fucking motherfuckers.
You're on Broadway, grumpy old men. Yeah, there we go. We could do grumpy old men.
Like, how many times do we need to see The Lion King? How many times do we have to see fucking Frozen's a movie? Why is Harry Potter on Broadway? Why is Mean Girls on Broadway?
Because it's money, bro. Easy money.
What are we gonna? I'm sure the Jersey Shore is gonna be on there at some point.
I'm surprised. I mean, granted, it would be very difficult, but I figured you would at least have some respect for when Bryan Cranston did Network. Apparently, that was amazing, and I really wish I got to go see it.
I'm just going for the bit right now. I'm sure he's great. I'm sure there are some great plays. I saw Speed the Plow with the fucking draws from PCU. That was good.
Wait, wasn't that Jon Favreau?
No, Draws is the guy from Entourage. Jeremy Piven.
Oh, Piven. Right. I'm getting my guys screwed up.
The Phantom of the Opera. How many times do we need to see the Phantom of the Opera? Can we put it to bed? Can we put it to bed?
No. Well, they will, and then they'll bring it back in another 20
years.
Here's
the thing. Two things that need to be put to bed. Phantom of the Opera and AC/DC.
Wow.
2 things gone. Wow. Never to be heard of from again. We're done. Back in Black, enough. We don't need another tour, AC/DC tour.
You're just being racist tonight. I think
I'm not.
No, you can't. I mean, I don't even know if they're really performing even now. AC/DC.
They are. They're going. I saw them going back on tour.
God,
it's fucking retarded. Yeah, life sucks. Maybe I'll go see that play. I'm reading all the plays on Broadway, NYC.com.
Hey, Team Left Jab. My favorite Blackout was 2003. I remember that. Fucking, the part I'll never forget about that Blackout. The fucking Easy Pass still worked. I still had to pay my goddamn toll.
No shit.
They were on a goddamn generator.
That
was son of a bitch.
The 2003-2004 Blackout. Now that was a fucking blackout because that was the entire island of Long Island and New York. It was pretty much the entire Northeast, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a blackout.
As far as Ohio.
Yeah, that was a fucking blackout. Everything went out like a fucking light switch. You know? Bing, boom, out. That's a fucking blackout. That's scary.
That was a while, too.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the day, too. It wasn't like at night. It was in the middle of the day.
It stretched into the night. I believe it went to the next day.
Yeah. That's scary how the fucking shit that can happen. You know? That shouldn't be able to happen in this day and age.
That's the biggest concern with the Manhattan situation is that they don't understand why it happened. And again, still to this point, many hours later, they still don't know why it happened. And that's a flaw in the system, so to speak, that this is something that needs to be prevented.
Cool Teacher Chicken and I heard the J-Lo concert was canceled. Yes, we covered that. She was about to get into her ass gaping thing with the time of the show that everybody was waiting to see. And as soon as she turned around to initiate ass gape, the lights went out and everybody was bored, booed, and they left. A-Rod gets that ass gape show every night though, so he doesn't care.
Does he?
Missed it. Babysitting, yes. I don't even know what's going on. The blackout. So there you go. Nothing racist about it, but there was a blackout last night. Rock, I haven't seen you. Your thoughts on Bagel Boss? Go.
I'm gonna sit back and enjoy. Well, first of all, you probably, it may or may not have been as quickly on this show if it wasn't for me, because as soon as it happened, because I'm on Twitter, I'm hot on the Twitter tip. As soon as it became, I saw Bagel Boss was trending the day it happened, and I was like, well, I'm immediately intrigued because I know Bagel Boss from my Long Island days.
Right.
And it showed that video, and as soon as I saw the video, the very first thing, or person at least, I thought of was Kieran. So I had to send
Why? Because of the short thing, Rock?
Yeah. No. It's just because it was a Long Island thing, and totally feasible for that to have happened on Long Island. I don't know what it is about. I feel like Long Island is kind of like Florida of the North in a way, where there's like this sort of random shit kind of will happen, and it'll
the Long Island meltdown, the Long Island human meltdown when somebody loses their shit. It's got a certain fucking ring to it.
Yeah, there's a little tang in it.
Yeah, there's a little something to it, and the Bagel Boss nailed it. And if you're from that area, you know what that sounds like. Because I was the first thing I thought of was like, wow, yes, that guy's from Long Island, and yes, I've seen this probably 100 times over in my lifetime by various different people. In a 7-Eleven or on a fucking subway, in a train station, or at a fucking Dunkin' Donuts or something. People have those fucking meltdowns. This guy was just a chronic meltdowner, though. I feel like his whole life has been about walking around and complaining to people that he's short and no one likes him, and woe is me. He's like the fucking Christmas
guy that has that like Napoleon disorder or whatever.
Is that what the Napoleon complex is?
Napoleon complex, that's it. Yeah, I feel like that is essentially it, where they need to overly compensate strictly because of their size inadequacies. And what I did learn from this, because we've always, over the many years, we've busted Kieran's balls about being short. The reality is he is not short, because Kieran does not have a temper like that. Like, he would never be like that. No. He's never shown any sort of like ego or overcompensation, and that right there proves, scientifically proves, that he is not short, because he just doesn't have those characteristics that Ford would have.
Okay, Napoleon complex is a theorized inferiority complex normally attributed to people of short stature or stature. It is characterized by overly aggressive or domineering social behavior, such as lying about earnings and carrying the implications that such behavior is compensatory for the subject's physical or social shortcomings.
Physical shortcomings.
It's two things in one.
I was just having a field day with it, by the way. Boy, they were just trying to shoehorn in the word short wherever
by the way,
they could.
Napoleon Bonaparte was 5'7".
No, so he wasn't even that short.
No,
Go figure.
He wasn't even that short. Fuck. This guy's too short to have Napoleon complex. Fuck off, dick face. Suck on that, Bagel Boss.
He just wanted to pick fights. This guy totally was just being an asshole. And then you find out with his YouTube channel, that is now taken down, that he was just...
Yeah.
He was an instigator. So he definitely had... He just had some sort of social issues and just wanting to pick fights and
he's the kind of guy that no one... He's been neglected his entire life. And a lot of it's his... Maybe... I don't know. I don't know the guy, so I can't tell you. But looking at him in the way he complains, I just feel like he's just very lonely.
Is that Crazy Clown? Do you think maybe that was Crazy Clown? Was it Crazy Clown in your area?
No, Crazy Clown was from wasn't Crazy Clown from like Brentwood or something? That guy was scary as shit. Remember that when we had that guy? It was just a caller, but he would call in and say, "Oh, guys, I'm not going to murder you or anything. I just love the show." And we're like, okay. Okay, guy. Yeah, and he lived close. And we were like, this guy's too close to us. Lives too close. Yeah. Do you want to watch the video again, Rock? Because you and I are the internet gods. When it comes to podcasting, we are gods. We need to comment on this.
Yeah, of course. Why not? I was kind of I know it's kind of old news now, but of course, why not?
Okay, here we go. Here's the.
We're gonna bring it back. Maybe we're gonna bring it back, and it kind of becomes popular again.
Here it is. Actually, here we go.
Why is that okay? Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
I love it. Almost looks like that's scripted. Like, throw the bag down. Say your line. That's okay.
I don't know if it's up to the part when he bites his finger. I was like, you fucking tool.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I love that. All right, here we go. Let's go back to Bagel Boss again.
Who said that to you here? Nobody. Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up?
Yes, we think you're making it up.
Oh my God, I wish I heard the lead up to it, how he just kind of went off on this tangent of like, yeah, people not here, but no, elsewhere, that shit like
well,
that.
that's the point of a rant when you lose it a little bit. When somebody actually comes at you with like an actual point, like, hey, no one has said that in this establishment. No one is picking at you. And then he's just like, oh, people in general say it.
Right.
You lose all ground there. You're just like, all right, rant over.
Way, yeah.
When you
start generalizing.
Yeah, when you're ranting in public, you have to have point after point, and it has to be legitimate.
Exactly.
You can't just this guy, he lost all fucking legitimacy to me. All right, here we go.
Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip.
Fuck yeah.
Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father.
Look at that. That is the greatest. Because look at the guy's elbow.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't. Oh, is it not up on the screen? Oh, you don't. It's up on the screen for the people on YouTube. I mean,
okay.
Literally, Bagel Boss's head is at the dude who's behind him online. It's the same level as this guy's elbow. It's terrible. And he's pointing up to like his face, going, fuck off, pal. But the guy looks like he's double the size. It's fucking ridiculous.
The best is this line that you're kind of like in the middle of right now.
Oh, I'll go back a little bit. Here we go.
Yeah, it's the trifecta.
You're not God or my father. Is that it?
Or my boss.
Yeah, here we go.
Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
It's like, dude, and he was like, by the way, or my boss.
A lot of drama. You're not like, I don't know if God would want to be fucking thrown into that scenario. You know what I mean? It's a big step down,
This shit.
God to my father to my boss, some guy who just manages a fucking cleaning crew. I don't know.
There's no God.
You want to step outside?
Know that you, so God, he's not gonna be taking your side on this.
Yeah. All right, here's more of the Bagel Boss.
I'm not standing, pal.
I'm not.
You shut up too.
Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh my God! I just wanted bagels.
By the way, that same thing has happened to me. I don't want to like the Bagel Boss getting tackled at the end of the video. That has happened to me. I got into an argument with a dude at college at West Virginia, and I was actually friends with him, but this guy was about 6'3", and I was fucking laying him out. As far as like verbally, I was fuck this, all these fuck that's, like just like the Bagel Boss, like fuck you, you're not God, my father, or my English teacher. I was doing that, and all of a sudden he was just like, whoop. Like threw my head, and I went flying into the ground. Not a problem.
What did that guy say? No, fuck you. I love that. Just so like, just guttural him, and then he just tackles him. Meanwhile, everyone in the Bagel Boss is trying to like continue doing their work. Trying to make like. Did you see the alternate video? Not the alternate, but like the second video.
The one from
with the old man with his coffee who like stealthily leaves.
Is that the second video? I have them all.
Yeah, there's this. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of like the. I guess it's after the tackle.
Oh, it's part 2, Bagel Boss.
Yeah, part 2. Oh my God, I just love the old man.
And a guy 3 times my size.
This is Bagel Boss part 2. Yeah, this is when he storms out.
And a guy 3 times my size. That's okay.
This is gonna sound misogynistic. When you're that small and women are just like, fuck this guy, he's not intimidating whatsoever. You know what I mean?
It's a little rough for him. I mean, he's completely in the wrong, but there is his side of this situation that I'm sure he gets a lot. I'm sure he spent his entire life dealing with ridicule and insults.
How big is his dick, Rock?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought you were about to say, oh, it's got to be gigantic. Just fucking.
Well, isn't that true with the guys with dwarfism that they have like a third arm?
Just fucking Thudlife.
Thudlife.
Thudlife. There's the title for this week's show. Thudlife.
I don't know. Like, he probably has gone through a lot of I believe that part of it. How he represented himself and how he's handling himself in social situations is completely out of line. Confident in what he says is that he gets a lot of shit and people put him down, no pun intended, and he just deals with a lot of people. You know
what sucks is that you're on the bottom of the social totem pole in Bayshore, Long Island.
Right. I mean, it's
the pinnacle of the social totem pole in Bayshore, Long Island.
Yeah.
Is a plumber.
Yeah.
Tough. Rough life, man. It's a fucking rough life.
Yeah, when you're at a Bagel Boss in Bayshore, just go about your day. Don't even interact with people.
Nope, not that guy.
I would have loved to have known what started that. And that's the thing we're never gonna know.
Well, I think it's just him, because there's that other video that I played on the Friday night show of him again at a 7-Eleven bitching at the 7-Eleven clerk because of his height. He said the 7-Eleven clerk, all he did was ask him his height. How tall are you? And then the guy lost his shit and the cop showed up. Bagel Boss.
What is the 7-Eleven guy asking him for his height for, anyways?
Why? But I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird.
It is an odd thing.
He's completely in the wrong across the board, but there are parts of his life that it's just like, get it, man. Like you got dealt a shitty hand, and you can't change the cards.
By the way, let's open up the phone line 718-690-9290 for the folks in the chat room. If you're listening live, if you got your comments about the Bagel Boss and what you think about the Bagel Boss, call in.
People not from the area or not familiar with the area, right. I would love to know.
Yeah, because Rock and I know fucking Bayshore, Long Island like the back of our hands.
This is a Tuesday for us. I kind of got a kick out of that it was trending.
I would imagine Substrike, Rock's old fucking band, played Bayshore all the time.
Oh man, yeah.
I think you did play a gig in Bayshore. And I went to it. It was like on a Wednesday in the middle of fucking winter.
Fuck, man.
It was me and the bartender, and there's more people in the band.
Listen, I love playing in the band, but I should have been spending my time investing in like Amazon stock and stuff. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Cousin Rob, I'm not sure this is going to pan out. It's not looking good.
Yeah. Well, honestly, look at me now here. I'm doing a podcast. How's this going? How's this panning out?
You got a good point there, Rock. Have you, by the way, 718-690-9290 if you want to call into the radio program about anything.
I miss Bagel Boss now, man. I was like, that was another thing. I was like, damn, now I'm hungry for a good bagel. I wanted a good bagel.
Are you interested in going on the Area 51 thing, Rock? Because on Friday night, TJ and I checked in on the Area 51. It's the petition on Facebook.
Oh, right. Wow. There's an event. There's actually like a Facebook event or whatever.
Yeah, everybody's gonna gather together and storm Area 51.
I can't believe that they're gonna do. I don't know what the hell they think they're gonna do. They're basically going to be trespassing. So I don't know what the hell they think they're going to be able to do. They're going to trespass on a government property. I just don't know how that's going to work out for them. No matter how long.
They're all going to meet up. Apparently, I think this is it's September 20th.
Yeah, it's a little ways away.
But as of now, there's 956,000 people going.
That's berserk. There's no way.
And 821,000 people interested in going. I'm one of them. But I'm not gonna go. I'm just doing it for the goof.
Why not? You're not that far.
I know, but I'm lazy. I barely even wanted to get out of bed to do this show today.
Let me go to fucking Nevada.
Storm some alien bullshit. I ain't doing that. Plus, you're like,
I don't know what the hell this is gonna lead to.
I mean, it is kind of ridiculous. Like you have 1 million people signed up to do like this invasion, but all the information about the invasion's online for the people, like the people at Area 51 to go. Okay, they're gonna meet up here at this time on this date. So let's just nuke it. Like if you're gonna invade us, it's got to be like a stealth move, right? You got to be like on the DL.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. Obviously, it's not happening. It's not gonna happen.
You don't think they're gonna do it?
No. You can't have 1 million people show up at the Area 51 Alien Center at like 9:30 in the morning on September 20th and not have the government go, okay, everybody here is arrested. They know, like you're telling them where you're gonna be.
Right,
if you're gonna,
kind of like a what do they call them? A march, Yeah,
but it's not. No, yeah, no. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not a good idea. It's something like this has to be done on the DL in the middle of the night, and no one can know about it. It has to. By the way, this petition should have been set up on the dark web, Rock.
So all right, so okay. I get your point. Then why? Because obviously the people who started this whole thing are really into the Area 51, whatever's going down there, right? So they're familiar with how the government's involved. With that being said, then why would those originators who started, why would then they make it so public? Why wouldn't they have started out by keeping it on the down low? Because my thinking is that if they keep it public, then it will make it like numbers rule kind of a thing. So if there's 1 million people, the governments can't arrest 1 million people, right? But like I don't know what they're going to necessarily get accomplished by showing up there, but I feel like it's a proper way of because the marches are very popular nowadays. So this is their
do
march.
Like a 1 million man alien march.
Yeah, there you go.
1 million man Martian march.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you. Look at you.
I'm the fucking greatest. I'm the greatest at naming shit.
So I don't know if they were on the down low, were they more likely to get shot? I don't know.
Yes,
maybe.
Yes, I would say more likely to get shot.
Maybe by them being public.
But then that Bob Lazar guy came out last night and wrote a fucking post on Instagram or something saying, you go to Area 51, you're not going to find shit. There's nothing there. So what's the point of storming Area 51? I know for a fact there's nothing at Area 51, so you're going to be disappointed if you go to Area 51. And he's like, when I worked there, I worked at S4, which was south of Area 51, and I guarantee you that whatever was at S4 is not there anymore. You know what I mean? So these people are not going to.
I'd rather them go figure it out and be certain.
Maybe it could be the new site of fucking Coachella next year.
Hey. That's
Area 51.
Or the next Fire Festival.
Yeah. What do you think, Rock? Are there aliens? Let me go out there with you, because I know we've had this discussion before, but I'm sure you're after seeing, I'm sure, the Netflix documentary and the things that Bob Lazar had to say about the anti-gravity device that he was working on. I would imagine Rock would be like, hey, you know what? Fucking these alien things, man, they might be pretty good. What do you think, Rock?
No, I think that there is reason to believe that there are alien life forms out there. There is a lot of galaxies, a pretty vast universe. So to think that we're the only species that lives and exists is kind of crazy,
kind of cocky.
Yeah, a little cocky. Yeah,
a little fucking cocky. Hey, we're the only things around.
Like a bagel boss guy. What are we, the bagel boss guy here?
Yeah. My God, or my father, or my boss. Or the TJ Maxx socks that I jerk off into. Imagine if he said that. I'd be like, wow, this guy's like my brother or something. Alien Nation. Yeah.
I think that there are aliens. I don't know if they've ever landed here. I don't know if the U.S. government's keeping, a stock of some that crashed here. I don't know.
Do you think aliens have big dicks? What do you think? Go ahead. Fire away.
Sure, why not? Yeah. It's like in that movie, Scary Movie, where their dicks are actually their fingers.
That would be great. I would love to have 2 dicks with fingers right here on my my middle and my pointer.
Hey.
Because I'm going. I mean, but I would still have like the the knuckle joints. Like the dicks would have knuckle joints.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, but I can pee out of them like fucking,
Yeah.
I got a bathroom.
So
Oh my god, it's so stupid. How bizarre! How bizarre!
How bizarre! How bizarre! How bizarre!
Fuck yeah, it is. I want dick fingers. I want dick fingers.
All right. Well, there it is, folks.
What was the other one? Thudlife dick fingers. That's 2 titles, 2 working titles for the show.
What? Oh shit, that's funny. You think there's aliens?
Do I think there's aliens? I thoroughly believe Bob Lazar because when I watched him on I said this on Friday. When I watched him on Joe Rogan, he had not one moment during that 3-hour fucking interview that he had a moment where it was just like, this guy's being phony. Not one. So I totally believe him.
There's no way that there's this one guy that just exists that's telling all this information, and then that's it. No one else. He's just a crackpot, Kieran.
Well, he said he went public with it back in the old days about his thing because he was afraid. He's like, the only way to protect myself is to make myself a name, make my face recognizable. So if I do disappear, it would be fucking. Obviously, I'd be proven right, and but it's still in the same vein. It's my only way to protect myself is to get my name out there. So that makes sense. And he's not like an alien guy. Like if you watch the documentary, he's just like he has his own little like science fucking lab in some small town in the middle of nowhere. I think it's like Michigan or something. Like he's not even like an alien dude. He doesn't even give a shit about it anymore. He's just. He's not. So
did Bob Lazar then you think it kind of propelled this interest in doing this?
I think, initially, I think he did with this big Facebook petition to storm Area 51. I think Bob Lazar's Netflix documentary on, and his appearance on various radio shows has sparked the newly found interest into the old alien fucking finger dicks.
Miss Joe referring to Kieran's dick fingers. That would be a really awkward handshake. Kieran would thoroughly enjoy every handshake.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Every handshake would be a sexual harassment deal.
Would you jerk off into a glove then?
I don't know. I guess, yeah, it would be fucking gloves. I don't know.
It's getting deep.
This
is hot talk.
What could you? Yeah, it'd be kind of awkward to be like, I don't know. What would you do with dick fingers?
What would you do with dick fingers?
Like, would you want like?
You want to? That was an interesting how quickly you went to quantity.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta imagine they're gonna be the size of your pointer finger and middle finger as they exist right now, right? So you would want 2 dicks. By the way, would that be like a double team in sex if I have 2 dicks on my hands for 2 dick fingers and I'm banging one chick? Would that be a double team? But yeah, still, do I still have my normal dick?
Oh, no, you don't.
I don't have my normal dick.
No, because those are your normal dicks.
My normal dicks would be my 2 dick fingers.
Yeah.
Then they have to be large. Just 2 fucking. They have to be giant. I can't have fucking. I think my pointer finger's what, 2 inches? I can't have a 2-inch dick.
Depends on what you measure from, Kieran.
Yeah, puts a new definition to pull my finger coming in from Miss Joe in the chat room. 718-690-9290 if you want to call into the radio program. What'd you think about Dwight Gooden getting arrested for cocaine possession? Cocaine, since you're a fucking Met fan.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it, to be perfectly honest. I didn't even hear about it. So he got arrested for cocaine?
Cocaine.
Where? Oh, wait, was that like Jersey? Did
Yeah,
it
was actually like really close to where my one of my family members lives. Yeah,
I heard about it.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, huh?
Man.
How old is Dwight Gooden? He's fucking like 60. Why is he still doing the cocaine? Why is he still? I mean, I'm thinking. I mean, what's his head did cocaine and died. The guy from Stone Temple Pilots. He was doing cocaine and he was like 48 and he died.
Right.
How can it? Dwight Gooden's older than 48, right?
Yes. He was. Hold on. Yeah, it has to be because he was probably 19 or 20. 53. 53.
Huh? He's 53.
53.
He's doing cocaine at 53 years old. I gotta imagine there's an age where you gotta stop doing cocaine.
Well, unless you're a drug, addict. I mean, it was rampant during the 80s, and when he was playing ball, man, in the mid 80s, when he was, the king of pitching. He missed. He pretty much missed. I don't know if he showed up late or he just missed the Mets World Series parade.
Yeah, because they're partying hard, right?
Yeah, because he was fucking.
Wasn't it
zooted?
Wasn't it Strawberry 2 that missed it, or was it just Good?
Well, he was late. Strawberry was late, but Gooden missed it, and it was just like he was zooted, man. Just out of it.
Fucking doing rails before games and shit.
Big game with cocaine and shit, man.
Cocaine.
So who knows how long he's been doing it? He probably been doing it off and on all the time.
Yeah, that's
busted. Huh? They get caught.
He won a Cy Young in 1985.
Yeah.
God,
World Series in '86. Living large, and he's
doing a
partying hard, man.
Yeah. It was in Homedale, New Jersey. Very nice part of New Jersey.
Oh, Homedale. That's where the PNC Arts Center is.
Yes.
There are many.
Yes.
There.
Very woodsy over there, Rock.
Oh yeah, I only know it from the that arena there, but I guess it's a nice area. Homedale.
Yeah, they got a nice park. They got Homedale Park. It's very nice. Good place to go running. It's a good place to go running. That's what I'm saying. All right. Well, let's do a break. We'll come back. We'll finish. We'll finish the show.
Yeah,
We'll continue with the radio program after these words. I got to ask Rock about. I'm pretty much doing Friday's show again.
Wow. Called the Friday show redo. Oh, poor.
Well, do you have anything on Jeffrey Epstein, Rock?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
That's the billionaire who kind of did that Eyes Wide Shut shit with the 13 to 16-year-olds.
I mean, there's not much to say. That dude is a fucking creep ass, and he deserves to be fucking burned at the stake.
Would you say creep on wheels?
I would.
Yeah.
Burning rubber, creep on wheels.
All right, back right after this. Call in after the break. 718-690-9290. Huh?
I said, just somebody say hello.
Yeah, do something. Let us know that somebody's listening.
Compelling because they have to be, or we open fire. It's Kieran and Rock on Lunatic Radio.